Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Purnima Khanna, Khalsa College of Law, Amritsar, and I'm going to speak on the topic that is right to maintenance, which is provided to wives, children, and parents under Section 125 of Code of Criminal Procedure Code. It is one of the most invoked and discussed section of this code. The basic purpose of this section is to provide a speedy justice to those persons, to those neglected wives, abandoned children, and helpless and aged parents who need maintenance and who are unable to maintain themselves. Further, it is very interesting to know that it is one of the most secular provision, legal provision of a country, as it is not related to the religion of the parties. For example, if there is conflict between the provisions of Section 125 of CRPC as well as the provisions of a personal law of a particular party, then the judiciary has made it clear that this section will prevail over the personal laws of the parties. Now the question arises, what is maintenance? Maintenance is basic provision or providing for all the basic needs of a person, for example, food, clothing, shelter, educational facilities, medical expenses, and in case of an unmarried daughter, her marriage expenses as well. Now, who are the parties who can claim maintenance under this section? It makes it clear that wives, children, and parents are the parties who are entitled to claim maintenance under this section. The bare provisions of this section make it clear. Now we will discuss these three parties one by one. From the term wife, it is clear that it means a legally wedded wife. So, if the marriage of the parties is void as per their personal laws, then such women cannot claim maintenance from her husband. For example, in case of Hindu marriages, only monogamy is allowed. So if husband performs a second marriage, which is called a bigamous marriage, then such second wife is not entitled to claim or entitled to the benefits of Section 125 of the CRPC. Interestingly, a divorced wife is also included in the protection of Section 125. However, if she remarries, then she will lose her right to claim maintenance from her ex-husband. Now, here another point to be noted is that in case of Muslim personal law, a divorced wife can claim maintenance from her husband only during her iddat period. That is, after the completion of iddat period, the husband is not liable to maintain his wife, his divorced wife. Now, can such Muslim divorced wife claim the protection or the benefits of Section 125 of CRPC? The Supreme Court, in its landmark judgment of Muhammad Ahmad Khan versus Shah Banu Begum, 1985, made it clear that even a Muslim wife is guaranteed this protection. She can claim maintenance under Section 125 of CRPC. Why? Because this section is not at all related to the religion of the parties. Furthermore, there are three circumstances when a wife loses her right to claim maintenance from her husband. That is, her right is defeated. First of all, when she is living in adultery, that is, she is having extramarital affair with some other man. Secondly, if she is living separate from her husband and without any sufficient cause. And in case there is sufficient cause, like the husband is having a mistress, or he has performed a second marriage, or he commits domestic violence, then she can live separate and claim maintenance. Thirdly, in case the husband and the wife are living separately with mutual consent, again the right of the wife is defeated. Now, according to the bare provisions, only wife can claim maintenance from her husband. However, before our judiciary, the question has come again and again, time and again, that whether a husband can claim maintenance from his wife. There was a case, that is Rani Sethi versus Sunil Sethi, in which the court answered in affirmative and said that if husband is unable to maintain himself and the wife has sufficient means, then the husband can also claim maintenance from his wife. Second party is children. Now every person is liable to maintain his minor children. Who are minor children? As per the Indian Majority Act, a person who is below the age of 18 years is considered to be a minor. Now, the child can be legitimate, illegitimate, he can be natural born or even an adopted child. He can claim maintenance from his father or the mother as well as per the latest case laws. Now, question arises whether a major child can claim maintenance from his parents. Answer is yes. It has been answered by our judiciary in affirmative that judiciary as well as the bare provisions of the section make it clear that if a child who is major, who has crossed the age of 18 years, he is suffering from some physical or mental disability or injury and cannot maintain himself or herself, he or she can claim maintenance from his father, his or her father. Thirdly, parents are covered under the section 125 CRPC. Now, parents include natural parents as well as the adoptive parents. Step parents are excluded from the protection of this section. However, again, an exception is there, that is a stepmother who is not having a child, who is childless. She can claim maintenance from her stepson or even stepdaughter. Because here another question arises that whether only a son is liable to maintain his parents. The answer is no. In present days, if a daughter is earning, she has sufficient means independently, then it is her liability also to maintain her aged and infirm parents. Now, what are the basic conditions of this section? Firstly, the person who is liable to maintain, upon whom the liability is imposed, is having sufficient means. Secondly, in spite of having sufficient means, he deliberately, willfully neglects or refuses to maintain the other person, and that other person is unable to maintain himself or herself. What are the basic factors while considering while fixing the quantum of maintenance? Quantum means the amount which is paid to a particular claimant. I would like to tell here that the application of section 125 CRPC can be filed before judicial magistrate first class of a place where the parties are residing. Now, as per the previous law, the maximum amount which could be granted to a party was rupees 500. However, it has been done away with, and presently there is no upper limit of the allowance under section 125 of CRPC. It depends upon the discretion of the court and circumstances of the party. What is the social and economic status of the parties? What are the needs of the claimant who is claiming maintenance? What are the financial resources of the person upon whom the liability is going to be fixed? All these factors are considered by the courts while fixing the amount of maintenance in a particular case. Section 127 of CRPC makes it clear that once an amount has been fixed as maintenance, it can be later on changed, it can be altered, and even can be cancelled. Why? If the circumstances of the parties change. For example, if a woman who is a divorcee wife, she is claiming maintenance from her husband and later on she remarries. In such case, the maintenance granted in her favor can be cancelled. So it is clear that it can be any time changed, decreased, increased, or even cancelled if the circumstances of the parties change. Now, another question, which is the most important question, is how the maintenance order is executed. It is the section 125 makes it clear that there are two methods by which a judicial magistrate can enforce his maintenance order which has been granted in favor of a party. Firstly, in case of breach of a maintenance order, a warrant can be issued against such person, and such amount can be levied from him in the same manner as the fines are levied from a person. It is to be noted here that section 431 of CRPC deals with levying of the fines or the recovery of the fines. Second is the magistrate can also grant him an imprisonment. However, it is also provided that under no circumstances this imprisonment can increase from 1 month. To make it more clear, for the purpose of execution of a maintenance order, the magistrate can attach the salary of a person or even the property of a person. Now, these are the provisions of section 125 of CRPC in brief. And in concluding remarks, it can be said that this is one of the most secular legal provision of our country, and in the words of Justice Krishna Iyer, the basic purpose of this section is to uplift the status of neglected wives, abandoned children, and the parents who are not able to maintain themselves due to various reasons. Thank you.